are invited to Artscapes, provided for you by Finding Our Voices in Colorado Springs. This weekend, Saturday and Sunday, we invite you to escape into creativity and healing. Now, because Finding Our Voices serves survivors of sexual assault, you may be hesitant to come because you think this is going to be a really serious therapy program, but it's not. This is not a time to knuckle down and look seriously at your trauma. This is a time for trauma survivors to come and play with various media. We're going to play with acrylic paints, fabric paints, collage. We're going to play with brushes and paints and glue sticks and markers and embellishments. And it's not a time to be serious. With expressive art, like we do in Finding Our Voices, you do not ask, am I going to make a landscape or a still life or a portrait? You do ask, what color am I drawn to? What size brush feels good in my hand? And does my arm want to do squiggles, polka dots, diagonals, or circles, or something else? You know, Picasso said that it took me 4 years to learn to paint like Raphael, but it took me a lifetime to learn to paint like a child. We invite you to come to Finding Our Voices Artscapes, play with creativity, and allow healing to happen, and paint like a child. If you're not available this weekend, know that we will have 4 of those in 2022. So there will be another one in May, August, and November. But we encourage you to register now so that you will be on the waiting list for the future ones if you can't come this weekend. Artscapes is available to survivors, friends, families, and allies free of charge because of a generous grant from the Hogomel Foundation that seeks to support adult survivors of sexual assault through expressive art. And it is a requirement of the grant that it be free of charge for survivors and allies. So after 15 years of serving survivors through Finding Our Voices, this is a dream come true for me because 2-day process painting, expressive arts programs were pivotal in my healing from childhood incest and family sharing of my body or trafficking. So I've wanted to offer this to survivors for these 15 years that Finding Our Voices has been in existence. And we've never had the funds to do it until 2022. So I invite you to go to our website, findingourvoicescs.org, read about us. You can request registration information by emailing info@findingourvoicescs.org. Now that CS is for Colorado Springs, so you need to be sure that you put info@findingourvoicescs.org. Or you can call 719-233-6702 and give your registration information. Again, you, as a survivor of sexual assault, as a survivor of, as a friend or ally or family member, we invite you to join us for Artscapes and escape into healing and creativity. Thank you for listening, and keep in touch and help us let the community know that Finding Our Voices is here to empower survivors through art.